Alrighty. Hey everyone. Want to talk about some of the things that have been happening over the past few days. It's been busy. Had a lot of stuff go down. Hi Bonnie. Hey Sugar Pie, how are you?
Oh.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. There's Levi chewing on a leg over there. Which, that's good. That's really good. Because it means his appetite is coming back. So, very happy for that. Yeah, we had a few things go down. Heidi, took the boys, the BBs, down to Texas A&M Vet School to have a battery of tests and imaging scans performed, and then also Jezzabell passed away very unexpectedly last night. So talk about Jezzabell first. It's not entirely surprising to me that that she passed away. Yeah, thank you, helicopter. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of loud. Jeez. But, Yanni Cassie. Found out that Jezzabell actually had a uterine cancer. Opened her up and found a severe uterine cancer. And, I was talking to Heidi, and Heidi made a good point. She, as she always does, that because of the tremendously stoic nature of tigers, she carried this thing around inside of her and, didn't have a clue. I mean, you can go back on some of my videos. You can see her running around and playing and breeding with Zeus, just within like the last few weeks. So, yeah. It got it finally got the best of her, and it happened very rapidly because she was actually up and moving around yesterday morning, and then she went down last night when we were feeding, and I mean, from the time I found her while we were feeding, within like 45 minutes, she was gone. Knew that something was wrong, and yeah. So, she had that going on, and I guess she, decided to join her sister, Ellie. Said, might as well, And then there's the boys. There's the BBs. The little lion cubs, Raleigh and Zubiri. We had the instance. Oh, they're doing a tour right now. Jamie's doing a tour. We had the boys. Raleigh he's been walking a little bit differently. Like he's been limping and not moving like he's supposed to, and it's been pretty worrisome, and we actually set up an appointment to have him checked out down at A&M. But when no, what am I talking about? I'm getting my facts mixed up. We actually had him go get looked at the vet clinic, and the day that the appointment took place, Zubiri ended up he ran into a wall because he got spooked, and he decided to run away really quickly, and then it kind of messed him up. Boys have been spending a lot of time in the house. Hey, Boo Bear. Boys have been spending a lot of time in the house because of a Raleigh. Trying to restrict their movements, trying to, help them feel a little bit better. And then that happened to Zubiri, and we became very concerned. And I mean, Dr. Bill, he looked and he did x-rays and stuff like that. Didn't find any breakages, didn't find anything like that with Mr. Zuby. So we were chalking it up to just kind of inflammation and swelling. Here's Zeus. Here's Mr. Zeus, man. I know, it's been rough, buddy. It's been rough. Boy cats handle losses, I think, maybe a little bit better than girl cats. I think girl cats get a little bit more empathetic towards that type of stuff than boy cats do. At least that's what I've seen. I've seen females who lose their male enclosure mates. They get, you know, more depressed for more prolonged periods than their male counterparts do. At least in my own personal experience. Yeah, as far as the boys were concerned, so we took them, you know, got them looked at, but Zubiri was still, you know, not moving right. We were worried, like, neurological type stuff, that maybe he had like some compression, swelling type things, if it was a nerve issue, or if there was you know, even like a concussion. We were thinking about all these different types of things that could have possibly happened, and it was such a baffling thing, because, you know, these animals, they're resilient, they're tough, so what happened to him shouldn't have been, you know, had as much of an effect as it did. So that was also very perplexing. So he, you know, he's still not moving, like the left, like his left arm and his left leg is not moving properly, like he can't support his weight for long periods of time. I mean, it was really scary. So we get this appointment for the Texas A&M clinic, and take Zubiri down there with his brother, with the Raleigh. They looked at Zubiri because, I mean, it was like last minute, last part of the day on Friday, where they looked at him. Hi, Pooh Bear, you're very cute. Which was very, very awesome of the vet department over there, because, I mean, there were people working overtime, you know, just to see the boys on a Friday. So that was very nice. But they did the, you know, imaging spectrum battery of tests. They did MRIs and stuff like that. And what we're looking at this point is the possibility that more than likely that both of the boys are carrying or potentially carrying a genetic degenerative disorder that's affecting the cervical parts of their neck. I'm sorry, my words are not really my friend right now. It's been very stressful past few days. I mean, the tractor got fixed, so that's good. But I mean, like, there's been no sleep. There's just been nothing. Everything's just kind of, I'm numb. It's a fog. Heidi is feeling that same thing too. So yeah, it's been crazy. But yeah, that's what they're kind of dealing with. There's even a neurologist that looked at the MRI scans, and his exact words were that the boys are ticking time bombs. And that, you know, he said that the vets down there seem to think that the boys are not going to live for too much longer. That's their idea, you know, based on the things that they've seen. And we are going to fight tooth and nail to ensure that doesn't happen. We can't let it happen. We already lost one of them. We can't lose the others. We're thinking that it may have been inherited from Samson. Big yawn. Big yawn. We think that it may have been inherited from Samson because Wally here and Noe, they're very, very healthy. They're very, very healthy animals. They're very well put together cats. They're stout. They're strong. They haven't had issue. Samson did when he was a cub. He did. He had developmental issues. You know, and Heidi became very aggressive and tenacious in taking care of him. The condition, I guess it causes, you know, wobbling like symptoms or syndrome, something like that. Like I guess a lot of big dogs can get it, horses can get it, and there are surgical options, but a lot of those surgical options are usually only for adult type cats, not for BBs, you know, little ones that are growing. Hi, sugar pie. So, it was not good news that we got. But, like I said, we're gonna fight. I mean, fight. And there's a lot of amazing people here at CARE that have come together to help, you know, get these boys and take care of them, because they need a lot of aid. They need a lot of assistance. Just monitoring them, watching them, helping them move to and from places, hopefully getting them stronger. You know, we're going to be building a new section of an enclosure in our yard to where they're going to basically be living inside of our well, they're going to spend a lot of time inside of our house, and then we're going to be moving like a shed over into the thing, and they're actually going to have a section of the yard, so it's all ground based and it's low, and they don't have to climb up and down on top of things. You know, Heidi and Jamie, they came up with a harness system for Zubiri, actually. Am I boring you? They actually came up with like a harness system for Zubiri, where one person would get on either side of him, and then it kind of went on his torso, and he was able to stand up and then like kind of walk and kind of do stuff. And from the first couple of first day, you know, after he injured himself, which, I mean, it was kind of like a compression of his neck vertebrae, which is affecting his spinal cord, or the nerves, you know. I'm again tired. That's kind of what's going on, and it's almost like, yeah, it's affecting his ability, his motor function. So the first day after, I mean, it was terrifying, because the only thing he was really able to do was, you know, kind of pull himself and kind of crawl from one place to another. Now he's like standing up, and he's like, you know, moving here and there in little bits, and he's you know, there's things that are happening, and he's gaining function back. But that slight crash that he had with the wall was enough to cause that problem to be exacerbated. And here's the thing, I mean, you know, of all stupid things, like that crash into the wall, you know, possibly is the thing that alerted us to this condition that the boys seem to have, and it may actually be the thing that saves their lives, because we have an idea of what it is that we're dealing with. But you know, there's a lot of other places where, you know, if those boys had that kind of diagnosis, I mean, they'd already be put down, you know. But we're gonna keep fighting, and Heidi is a tenacious commander of these types of things, and she does not want to see those boys go. We've got other volunteers. We've got Darian and David. They're building an enclosure right now. We've got John and Anna who come over and sacrifice their weekends to spend time with the boys. And then there's Curtis, who spends a lot of time with the boys. And it's just a lot of people who are very dedicated, who love these babies very, very much. And we're going to do what it takes. I mean, you know, we're going to try different things, different options. Yeah. So that's kind of what's been going on. That Vine that I put out saying that, hey, we got some stuff going on, can you please help? How much do I still have? Okay, yeah. I put a Vine out that said, like, hey, there's some stuff going on and things are not really that great. We need some help. We need donations, because that vet visit alone, multiple thousands of dollars down to A&M. And in about 24 hours, we raised over $7,000, which, wow, that was amazing. You know, and Heidi had a really great point when we were talking about how there's so many different people that have to come together to for this battle to be able to be winnable. And you folks in the Pride, you folks who support us, who share our message, and who donate to the facility, you're a part of that fight. You're a part of it. It's that willingness to fight. It's that tenacity. It's that the fact that it's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle to get these boys better. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If we can hopefully keep them safe and you know, pump them full of, you know, the minerals and the nutrients that they need, and physical, you know, therapy even type stuff, you know, it takes dedication, but we are willing. Can't lose those boys. Just can't. You know? Just can't. Tractor's fixed. Which that was nice. John Deere tractor repairman comes down, you know, and he fixed it, and luckily it was like a relatively simple electrical issues that he was able to remedy on the spot. There wasn't like any big necessary need to switch out parts, but he actually, I was not on site. He actually calls me on the phone, and then he says, "Look, Derek, you sitting down? I got bad news." Oh man, okay, the computer and all the stuff, I mean, like, I don't know what you did, but it is fried. I mean, it's gonna take me days to get a new part, and it's gonna be, probably like $800-900 just to get it. And I was saying expletives. I'm like, no, because like it was a feed day last night, and without that tractor, it would have taken, I mean, 4 or 5 hours just to feed all the cats. I was not looking forward to that. And then he's like, I can't do that to you. No, I got it fixed. It's up and running. It's fine. It said my maximum recording size got reached. Oh. But yeah, I called him a cheeky fellow, and we had a good chuckle. So at least there was some sort of levity, in some of the things that have happened, that have transpired. But I mean, the outpouring of support that we've had just from individuals here within the organization, our volunteers, some of our adoptive parents and everything, people who have dropped their responsibilities, and not drop their responsibilities, but like drop their free time and they've sacrificed to come here and take care of things, like when Heidi had to go away and when I was not here and when the babies needed help and when all this stuff was just the poo was hitting the mechanical oscillating air moving apparatus. I mean, people were coming out in force. And then all you folks out there in the Pride, who came to bat, who came to swing. I mean, it's awe-inspiring and it's humbling and it's beautiful. And we're gonna keep on pressing, moving forward, and we'll keep you posted.